So we currently have someone very, very near and dear to us who is currently in hospice. And it gave me some time to really reflect upon the journey with my husband. My husband, he's in palliative care, and he's been in palliative care since July of 2021. So the difference between palliative care and hospice is that with palliative care, it helps. It's just like long-term support where he has a doctor, he has nurses. Right now, he only have a doctor. Um, the nurses that who were coming out was just for occupational therapy and physical therapy. But since he's able to get up and down the stairs, we live on the third floor, so he's able to get up and down the stairs and get to the car. So he doesn't need home care services in that aspect anymore, but he still have a doctor who manages his chronic pain. And that's his palliative care doctor. When he was assigned to palliative care or referred to palliative care in 2021, he had the nurse and the doctor who would come out every single week just to check on him, do his vital signs, all that good stuff. And to also manage his chronic pain. And then it transitioned as he began to get better and stronger. The palliative care doctor came once every 2 weeks and then once a month. And now the doctor comes once every other month, which is really, really good. So we're at a point where we're managing his pain a lot better than what we were doing before, because my husband had went through years of chronic pain. When I met him, he was taking 15 ibuprofens a day to ease the pain. Then that shifted in 2020 when the pain was so severe that he began to take 45 ibuprofens a day just to manage his pain. But yes, so palliative care, they help people who have long-term, chronic illnesses and things like that, to just manage their pain. And it's just thinking about the person that we know and we love and care about who's currently on hospice. It just made me think about that, because initially in January of 21, my husband's doctor did want to place him on hospice. He was like, either you're going to go to hospice or we're going to send you to the hospital. So you got to choose. So he chose to go to the hospital. And if y'all go through some of my old videos, y'all will see it. But my encouragement to those who are currently in this situation, whether it's your spouse or just a loved one, a friend, whoever, my encouragement is to try to make sure you get as much rest as possible. And I know it's hard, because my mother-in-law, Mama Jones, was placed on hospice back in, that was in 2020. So it was 2019 when she was diagnosed with liver cancer. And then in 2020 is when she had died from it. So the doctor had gave her, I want to say she went to the doctor in November of 2019 because she kept having a really bad pain on her side. Went to the doctor, and that's when they told her she had liver cancer and that she had 6 months to live, and she literally lived for 6 months. She didn't want to do chemo because her hair was just so beautiful, but she just didn't want to go through all that. So the last, moments of her life, I was with her. And it was hard during COVID time, especially with the nurses and stuff. They didn't want to come in. She had home care, but the home care nurse wasn't coming in. So because I had to go to her apartment because her friend called me and was like, hey, your mother-in-law, she's coughing up blood, but she doesn't want to go to the hospital. And I can't get her out of the bed because she's so weak. So I went there. And the other thing is, because of how narrow her hallway through the kitchen and in her bedroom was, there was no way that the paramedics will be able to get a bed back there, so they'll probably just use their chair. So never get afraid of never be thinking oh, I don't think I can let somebody in to help me or help my loved one because it's too narrow, they have a chair. Like with my husband, there's been times when they'll just bring the chair upstairs because it was just easier to take him, get him out of the bed, put him in a chair and bring him downstairs. Because you going up the stairs. But anyway, so never think that, but I just jumped into action and I went in her room. I picked her up and I'm holding her in my arms because she had lost so much weight. I picked her up in my arms and I brought her into the living room, put her on the sofa so that it'd make it easier for the paramedics to get her and take her to the hospital. They kept her for a little bit. The nurses called me. They was like, listen, she said she's ready to see the Lord. She's ready to be with God. And I was like, okay, she's okay. But her wish was that she was home. She wanted to be home in her new apartment that she just moved into. That's where she wanted to be. She didn't want to be back in the nursing home. She didn't want to die at the hospital. She didn't want any of that. She wanted to be home. So we made sure, me and my husband made sure that she was in her apartment, so that we could help her with her transition. And it was a beautiful, beautiful transition. We were able to, write down all her final wishes. I painted her fingernails, her favorite color, which was purple. Her hair was purple. I did her hair. I pulled her hair up and put a little braid. Now I'm getting emotional, but that's pretty much what was going on with Mama Jones. But yeah, I just want to share there's a difference between palliative care and you can, your loved one may not even have a prognosis or diagnosis or anything like that. And you can always you can request palliative care and see if the primary care doctor will refer your loved one to palliative care just to help your loved one manage their pain, manage their stress, their mental health, because they'll prescribe medications, like lorazepam and things like that. But there's different side effects and things. It's a lot, but I just wanted to share that because I was thinking about our loved one that's going through this process, and his beautiful wife that we love dearly. Just both of them, they welcome my husband with open arms. When my husband used to work and patrol their area where they live, they've always been so kind to them. And when Mama Jones passed away, we had a whole bunch of clothes and beautiful jackets and stuff, because we up here, we in Chicago, it get cold. So was able to gift her all this beautiful stuff from Mama, but it's a lot. Yeah, I'm about to get out. I see a whole family of raccoons. So oh shoot, they coming this way, y'all. It's like 4 of them. I wish I could turn the camera. Yeah, I need to go, but y'all be encouraged.